September 11, 2001. A date etched in fire and smoke, remembered for its unimaginable loss. But hidden within the chaos of that day lies a mystery that has never been solved. One woman, a doctor, a wife, and a daughter, vanished without a trace. Was she swallowed by the tragedy of 9/11, or did her disappearance begin long before the towers fell? This is the story of Dr. Sneha Philip, the only person declared a 9/11 victim without a shred of physical evidence. Stick around, because this story isn't just about a disappearance. It's about love, secrets, suspicion, and a shocking legal twist that divided a city. You're watching Cuffed and Curious. If you crave deep dives into the mysteries that history tried to bury, subscribe now, give this video a like, and share it, because this story is one you'll never forget. To the outside world, Sneha Philip had it all. A 31-year-old physician, married to another doctor, living in a Battery Park apartment with views of the iconic Twin Towers. She was the daughter of Indian immigrants, the sister of a close-knit family, and someone who worked hard to carve out her place in New York's demanding medical world. But as with so many stories, appearances can be deceiving. Behind the smiles, Sneha was battling storms most never saw. She had clashed with her medical program over allegations of misconduct. Allegations her family fiercely denied. She began spending long nights out, sometimes returning home, other times not. Her husband, Ron Lieberman, loved her deeply but admitted their marriage was under strain. In short, Sneha's life was a balancing act. Success on one side, turbulence on the other. And just before the world changed forever, the balance tipped. September 10, 2001. The last confirmed day Sneha was seen alive. That afternoon, she went shopping at a Manhattan department store. Surveillance cameras captured her buying 3 pairs of shoes, new bedsheets, and lingerie. It seemed ordinary enough, until investigators realized something chilling. Those items were never found. Not in her apartment. Not in her husband's possession. They vanished, along with her. Later that evening, she spoke to Ron. Their conversation was brief, casual. Nothing suggested it would be the last time they'd ever talk. When Ron returned home late from work, Sneha wasn't there. He assumed she was staying with her cousin or a friend, something she often did. But the next morning, when he woke, the world was in flames. The morning of September 11th. As chaos erupted just blocks away from their apartment, Ron searched desperately for his wife. Phone lines were down. Streets were blocked. Thousands of lives were lost in an instant. And amid the confusion, Sneha was missing. In the days that followed, as families searched for loved ones, Ron hoped Sneha was among the injured, waiting to be found. But as the lists of victims and survivors grew, her name was nowhere to be seen. Her absence became louder than the noise of the city's grief. She wasn't in any hospital. She wasn't on any list. She wasn't in their apartment. It was as if she had been erased. At first, the assumption was simple. Sneha must have been a victim of 9/11. But investigators soon realized her case didn't fit neatly with the others. There were no confirmed witnesses placing her at ground zero. No remains linked to her. Not a single belonging recovered from the debris. And as detectives dug into her life, the story became more complicated. Sneha had been suspended from her medical program after a dispute over unprofessional conduct, though she claimed she was targeted for speaking out about workplace harassment. She had been going out late, sometimes drinking heavily, and disappearing for nights at a time. Police reports noted strained family relationships and unexplained absences. Was this the profile of someone who might walk into the towers to help? Or someone who might have chosen to vanish in the shadows of tragedy? Ron Lieberman, her husband, refused to believe she left willingly. He painted a different picture. Sneha was compassionate, selfless. When the towers were attacked, he was certain she ran toward them, toward the injured, toward the dying, because that's who she was as a doctor. But skeptics pointed out the lack of evidence. If she had died at ground zero, why was there no record, no trace? Why had her final purchases disappeared along with her? And a darker thought haunted the investigation. Could Sneha have met foul play on the night of September 10th, long before the towers fell? If so, the attacks provided the perfect cover for her disappearance. In the years that followed, her family fought tirelessly to have Sneha recognized as a 9/11 victim. They argued she belonged to the tragedy, that her memory deserved to be honored with the others. But officials resisted. Without proof she had been there, how could they include her? Then, in 2008, after years of bitter legal battles, a New York court made history. Sneha Philip was officially declared a victim of the September 11th attacks, the only person ever granted that status without direct evidence. It was hailed as a victory for her family. But for others, it was a decision built on hope, not truth. To this day, it remains one of the most controversial rulings linked to the tragedy. And so the questions remain. Was Sneha Philip a hero who ran into the burning towers to save lives? Did she slip away into the night, leaving her old life behind? Or was she the victim of a crime that was lost in the smoke of history? Her case reminds us that within every large-scale tragedy, there are smaller personal stories. Stories that can never be neatly explained. For Sneha's family, the legal ruling brought comfort. For her husband, it preserved her image as a hero. But for investigators, the truth is still elusive. In the end, Sneha Philip became both a symbol and a question mark. A symbol of compassion in a moment of national despair, and a question mark that will never be erased. What really happened to her may never be known. But her name, her story, and her mystery remain, forever tied to a day the world will never forget. So now I turn it to you. What do you believe happened to Sneha Philip? Was she truly a 9/11 hero? Or is there more to this story than we've been told? Share your theories in the comments below, because every perspective keeps this conversation alive. And if you want more mysteries like this, don't forget to subscribe to Cuffed and Curious. Hit that like button, and share this video with someone who loves uncovering the stories history tried to bury. Because the deeper we dig, the closer we get to the truth.